Good morning, everybody. Ashley Sykes here. I just wanted to get on Facebook and have a chat with you guys for a few minutes. Today I wanted to talk to you about fear. And my friend Shannon Warren and I we're getting ready to host a 21-day anxiety challenge. And we decided to do this because we wanted to add value to people's lives and not have it come from nutrition or fitness or, hey, come and join our challenge group, and get fit type thing. But we wanted to truly add value and to address some of the things that really truly affect people, everybody, because no one is free from fear or anxiety or stress. So we've got this group that we're getting ready to go on, and one of the biggest things that I keep seeing and that I experience myself is just straight out fear. And trying to overcome that fear is so very difficult, because once that fear grabs a hold of you, it becomes debilitating, and it really just takes control of your life, and it sucks out all of that joy. So I want to ask you today to go and find, write a list of things that you're afraid of. And I'm not talking about uncontrollable fears like dying or, something like that you can't control. I'm talking about things that you can control, things that you can decide on. Fear keeps us from doing so many things that could make our lives amazing. It keeps us from making new friends. It keeps us from trying something different that could be out of this world, crazy fun. It keeps us from adventure. It keeps us from, trying, meeting someone new and entering in a new relationship because we're afraid of getting hurt. And on the other side, it keeps us from leaving a relationship that's dangerous and, toxic for us because we're afraid of being alone. It takes all of the goodness and joy out of life, and it shuts us down emotionally and mentally. So what I want you to do is I want you to get a piece of paper, and I want you to write five things that you're afraid of. For me, I'm terrified of spiders. That's controllable. I swear to you, every time I put my shoes on, I have to check on the inside of my shoes to make sure that no spider has crawled up in there and is going to bite my foot and my foot's going to rot off. That's silly. The likelihood of that happening is not that great. But it's something that I'm afraid of. Something a lot of people might not know of is I'm afraid to start a conversation with a stranger. If I go somewhere, I'm actually afraid to go up and introduce myself and say, "Hi, my name is Ashley. This is who I am. How are you? It's nice to meet you." And you know what? That other person's probably just as afraid. But, that conversation half the time never gets started because I'm too afraid to make the first move. So go and meet someone today. Say hi, introduce yourself, make a new friend, because you never know if that's going to be a lifelong friendship of yours. Something else I'm afraid of. I'm afraid to tell someone when they've hurt my feelings or when I don't agree with them, because I'm afraid of how they'll take it. What if they get mad at me or they think that I'm being silly, and that happens, and that is such a huge issue with a relationship, especially with my husband, or with your husband or your your significant other. If they hurt your feelings, or if something happens that's just that upsets you, you should be open with it and you should talk about it, because otherwise it festers and it keeps festering on and on until, for no reason at all, you just explode. And that's never a good thing to happen for anyone. I am still learning to, overcome that fear and to be more vocal about my feelings. And, if something I don't like, if it hurts my feelings or if I don't quite agree, I'm learning how to do it. But I find that I still sometimes do it, with family and with friends. I don't really voice my opinion as much as I should. And I'm not saying you should go out and, give your... Sorry, I keep getting phone calls in my live feed. I'm not saying you should go and give your unsolicited opinion on every single situation, but if your opinion is going to add value to someone, give it. If somebody asks you for your opinion, give them your true opinion. And don't give them the, edited version of what you think they want to hear. Tell them how you really feel, because you never know what it's going to lead to. If your feelings get hurt, tell somebody your feelings get hurt. If you want to go and try something new, go and try something new. I am scared to death of heights, so I am terrified of going skydiving. But I know that it would be really, really cool to do. I'm terrified of being in the open water. And this past weekend we went on the boat with my husband and his family and all our kids, and they went tubing. And I didn't go tubing with my kids because I was afraid if I fell off I would be hovering in the open water and I didn't know it would be underneath my feet. My kids had an amazing time and I missed out because I was too afraid to get on that tube and do it with them. Same thing with skiing. I'm too afraid to get on skis and to not get up and then to have to wait for that boat to come around. And it really doesn't help when you watch Shark Week during this time, because then you see all the things and it kind of just feeds your terror. So that's another thing. Don't feed your terror. Don't watch things or do things that are gonna amplify and intensify your fears. It's hard to overcome your fears. It's hard to get beyond them, but you can do it. You know, find little ways. Take that list that you're gonna write. Find one of those things on your list and see if you can go out and do it. Just tell yourself that you can do it, that you have the power, that you have the strength, and mark it off your list. Conquer that fear. And little by little, every time you conquer a different fear, it will strengthen you and it will give you this fuel and this power. And you'll be able to conquer more and more. And suddenly you'll find yourself that you're not as afraid as you once were. You're not going to get rid of all of your fear, but you're going to find more joy in life. You're going to live life, you know, without being held back, without, you know, being afraid of everything at every turn. You're going to meet more people. You're going to make new friends. You're going to, you know, learn how to start that conversation and, add value to people's lives. And you're going to learn that another phone call. There's so much out there that life has to offer that, you're not going to miss out on anymore. So that is my tip for you guys today. Write down 5 things that you're afraid of. Take one of those things and go conquer it. Bring out that inner badass and go conquer that fear and live your life the way you were meant to instead of living it in fear. Bye guys.